Marty, we often compare it, don't we, to horse racing when you see horses prefer a lead as well.
Well, absolutely. When a four-legged animal travels, they travel with one foot out in front. That's what's called their lead. This bull's probably going to be on his right lead when he comes out of there. That's going to allow him to turn that right-hand turn.
Give De Lima credit for keeping his feet underneath him. That correction is going to get him a second and required score. So based on that fantastic agility, he's 2 for 2, and he'll make it to the championship round.
Well, I like everything about this, and there's a lot to talk about. You just see, you know, his bull turns back away from his hand right there from the get-go, and you see him keep making the moves, even when he's on the outside and that foot swinging back behind him. But as we get to this whistle, I want you to keep an eye on Shorty Gorham, this guy right here.
His sponsors, that's a pretty laden vest. This is Ramon de Lima. We have not had a lot of chances this year to see Ramon de Lima's skill set. And it's been a while since we saw the Hulk smash on the helmet, but he converts here.
Ramon is so tough when bulls do this right here. This is why we've seen this guy among the world leaders for a long time last season, because when bulls go to the left, and this is a really good bull right here, Ramon just dominates.
85.5 points tie, and it's another one of those examples where he just did what he's supposed to do with the bull underneath him.
That's what you're trying to do.
Company. Big weekend last week for Ramon. De Lima now 3 out of 4 on his return to the Unleash the Beast after a good weekend, taking advantage of an open door in Greensboro. Starts off the weekend with a qualified ride, Colby, but probably not some monster numbers coming in.
No, it's not going to be big at all, but for me, you know, this right here was perfect for Ramon de Lima riding away from his hand. You know, he may even get the option of a reride here, but this was the problem area for Ramon de Lima in that confidence builder. He just could not ride bulls away from his hand, and when he can ride them both ways, you better watch out.
Well, and there you saw again, having fun and enjoying his return.
He's on the clock now as well. De Lima was able to cast out to the deep water and land the big fish. Fish camp goes down. Back-to-back qualified rides from this ever-strong Brazilian contingent. Still waiting on the scores, 88.5.
When they go left, they don't have much of a shot against this guy. Fish Camp tries to change it up at the end, but too little, too late for the bull. Ramon had already made it. Good job for Ramon.
4 seconds in round 2. He's able, though, to double that 4 to the needed 8 in round number 3. He takes care of Scarface. One score is not going to be, well, actually, it might be good enough. 88.25 right now is the 13th best. That's Jess Lockwood. Ramon de Lima comes in at 86.5, and for the moment, that will have him outside the championship round.
Yeah, as we look back on the Can-Am cage cam, I thought this was pretty impressive for Ramon. This is a guy we know is good going left, but looked pretty darn good when the bull changed it up and went right.
Yeah, you see him stay up in front of that rope, and, you know, that's the big key whenever they jump forward and change direction like that. And that looked good.
On right now, so we're getting out of there. Looks good so far.
Another one to the left. Mac, you made the point that Ramon is almost unstoppable when good bulls go that direction, and now he's 2 for 4.
There's the helmet smashing. keep in mind, next round up will be a draft round. That bodes well for Ramon because he's going to be able to pick a bull that will go this same direction. And this guy's going to win a lot if he can keep getting on bulls like this.
That is a huge factor indeed. Every World Finals has 2 draft rounds. The second, as Justin mentioned, will be tomorrow. The championship round actually will be set tonight. We saw bad decisions at this level back in Houston. Ramon loves the left. It works for him this time. A 3rd qualified ride, and he improves his own fortunes heading into the championship round.
Justin brings up a great point. You know, most bulls, when they say turn back to the left, all their momentum, they're trying to throw you to the right. And you can tell that this bull doesn't care which side he takes you on, and you see Ramon kind of fighting, or fixing both things throughout this ride. You see him a little bit to the inside. He waits on that bull. Now, right now, he's a little bit to the outside, and that bull's tightening it up. Now he goes back down into the inside. There was a lot of things going on in that ride.
Yeah, and he was doing a great job. Really close right there, looking like could have been called for a slap. That's a close one.
Fire and smoke. It's a great opportunity for De Lima to get in there, into his hand. And Ramon de Lima.
That's what I was going to tell you.
Knocks one out of the park.
Was going to ride. Make the whistle.
8 seconds, and Ramon will ride a fire and smoke for 82.5 points. Now, the $1 million or the $100,000 question is, will Tanner Byrne ride talking smack? And if he does, will it be bigger than 82.5 points?
One of the reasons why Ramon de Lima was #1 in the world for numerous weeks. It looked like tough task, Adriano had de Lima in a tough position, but he fought back.
Yes, that bull heading off for a few jumps out there, but he muscle up, you know. That's a guy that he can use his muscles. He's pretty stout, pretty strong. Technically, yeah, he's good, but he's also very strong. Right there, that bull was bucking. He heading off right there, but he fought through it and was able to ride.
In your career, give me a percentage. Obviously, the bulls are just going to be more powerful and have more muscle than the rider, but how often do you think strength of a rider wins the matchup?
Not all the time, but sometimes that's all it takes. You know, sometimes you off that bull, you have to muscle up and pray for the...
Ramon de Lima, our world #1, ready to go. Derek, we talked at the top of the show about how the world, he goes down hard. But we were talking about how the world #1 had been struggling. Go back to some of your peaks and valleys and how good it feels to finally feel like you're back on form.
Oh, man, that's exactly it. You know, it's when you're down in those valleys, you know, it seems like you can't do anything right. And here, shoot, Ramon, he puts a great bull ride together on an awesome bull. The picture perfect. That Stars and Stripes, he's a giant. He's an absolute giant of a bull, but shoot, does he ride good, and he makes it absolutely perfect, and it's good to see him riding like he knows how.
World #1, you can see the results, and when you ride, you get to visit with Kate Harrison. Let's send it over there.
I'm excited to see Ramon de Lima back on the Unleash the Beast aboard Newt. And De Lima does it for 8 seconds in his return to the Major League.
Man, he has been so impressive. I mean, you're talking about being all the way at the bottom of the lost and found and finally figuring out what has been happening. That's been what Ramon has been doing all year long. Is he just had lost all his confidence. 3 weeks ago, he was number 103 in the standings, and you know now number 44. in those world standings and number 2 in the velocity standings. So he's going to be, vying for that chance. Has a great opportunity of making it to the World Finals just through being in that position in the velocity tour alone.
He got rid of an 80.5. Here's Ramon de Lima. Re-ride. He's looking good this week. You bet. He's back. Ramon de Lima cut the cord. Nice ride for the past PBR Iron Cowboy. Tonight.
Let's hear some singing.
Holy cow. 88 points. Ramon de Lima goes to number 1.
This would be de Lima's first qualified ride if he can make it to 8. Give credit to Fire Rock. Give credit to de Lima, because when you...
It'll move forward a little bit and get really strong.
And we have 3 who have been successful. Talking Smack tried to use that spin, but you're going to have to be stronger to outmuscle the big Brazilian.
Yeah, and that was really good job by Ramon there. Talking Smack gets a little bit tangled up here and kind of up underneath of himself and wanted to pull him down over his shoulder. He did a good job staying back where he needed to be, picked him up, and then rode him just picture perfect after that.
87 points is good enough to move Ramon into 2nd overall.
World Championship. Now he's just trying to get there to where the championship is crowned. Ramon de Lima, 2 weeks in a row, is on fire. Oh, Ramon. 2 weeks in a row in round number 1, he strikes. And the numbers are going to be bigger than they were the last time these two met as you watch that replay. How about it from UTC and Sellers? Check this out. Newsflash, new leaderboard, 88 points for Ramon de Lima.